Hey guys, welcome back to my
guys.
channel. So we are doing part 2 of what do you call Q&A about parenthood. Yo, I feel like I've got cleavage. Sorry, first time in my life having cleavage wearing size C. I mean size C. Okay,
No one
he's a
wants
bit
to
fussy.
say hello.
Yeah.
He's a bit fussy. We just tried to feed him, but he says he was not hungry.
Yeah. Let's just see. I don't know how this Q&A is going. Oh, I think you, but he wants you, baby.
Huh?
He really wants you. Did you see
Okay,
him?
okay.
Just going like, why are you taking me from my daddy? So guys, Andrew's holding Nolan so that I can able to read the question. Not because I'm a bad mom and I don't hold him. Okay, I don't know how this is gonna go because he's not feeling it now. Okay. So there's a question. Say, how do you feel when you look at your cute son? Babe, how do you feel?
Happy when he's not crying.
Yes. I feel like
it's an amazing feeling. Oh, there's a burp.
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's like just a deep feeling of love. I think it's
Because it's your
such a
son
nice
or because
feeling.
he's cute? That's why.
No, both. Oh.
Okay, good.
Hey.
So congratulations once again. How are you adjusting to motherhood? I think I've adjusted. Other days I feel like I got this. I'm a super mom, and other days I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Motherhood is like that. It's like a roller coaster. One day like I figured this out, and one day it's like nope, you haven't figured me. Yeah, like the baby's unpredictable, to be honest.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Mhm.
I agree with that.
So we just like, yeah. What did you use to heal your C-section wound? I didn't really use anything in the beginning because the doctor said I shouldn't use anything until I got infection and they gave me antibiotics. Oh no, we might have to
We'll come back.
Come back. So we are back. I just had to breastfeed him.
And now I'm just trying to make him burp a bit.
Yeah. So the question was,
There we go. Hey.
that's okay. Life
So these
has
are the
tea.
moments you celebrate as parents, eh? When your
Yeah,
child burps.
yeah. When he burps, when he poos, when he farts, you celebrate. You're very happy.
Okay, anyway, let's carry on.
continue. So someone asked, what did you use to heal your C-section wound? I would say I didn't use anything in the beginning, and I got infection, and then the doctor gave me antibiotics, and after that he did say I could use Dettol or surgical spirit, and my mom was telling me that, and I was scared to do it. Most people, they say it works when you use surgical spirit.
Yeah,
It
it was just to clean it a little bit because when
Like
you first
that.
left the hospital it was kind of looking good, and so the doctor said just
Don't use anything.
bath kind of normally but carefully, give it fresh air and things, and that was going to be enough. But then the infection had started weeping again a bit,
Yeah.
and you were bleeding a bit, so then you needed to clean it.
Mm.
Yeah, and that was it. Then you finished the antibiotics and it seems to have
To
gotten
work.
better. Yeah.
Yeah. So the other question, what do you love most about being new parents? Do you want to answer first, or do you want me to answer?
Do we love most? Well, I don't know, maybe they're different answers. You can go, do yours.
Okay. So what I love about being a new parent, I love moments of like bonding with him when we breastfeed. It's just so beautiful, and I love changing his nappies. It's weird, but I do. I never thought I'd love changing nappies, and I just love that I've got this human being that we're raising to be an amazing human who can make a difference one day, and that is cute. Yeah, so I love being a mom. I love being a parent, to be honest. I wouldn't trade it for the world, even though it's got its own challenges, but I love it.
Me, I'm starting to enjoy the little bits of feedback that you get, because when they're newborn, they're kind of in their own world, sort of. But now he's starting to like look at you and pull little faces and
smile,
play and smile. So that is like, that's
priceless.
the amazing part for me at the moment, is that like interaction with him. Yeah, there's so many things, but that's just the one that comes to mind.
So how long till you were used to poopy diapers, the sit up have I don't know, this question is, and how long till you were used to poopy diapers and the spit up, or spit up is like throwing up?
How long till you were used to poopy diapers and the spit up?
Oh yes, this person have a weak stomach. I really thought, okay, I understand the question actually.
Yeah.
So basically, she's asking about how long do we get used to the like changing diapers. Let me be honest, when you're breastfeeding, changing diapers is beautiful. It doesn't smell. I had that formula. It smells. It's not fun. So with us, it's just
still it looks messy. Like it's still kind of like orange, yellowish, like mustard. And it's quite liquid.
Yeah, but it's
and
not
sometimes
disgusting.
There's a lot. But it doesn't smell at all.
Yeah, and for me, it's not disgusting. I really want to see. I always say, babe, is it big? Let me see.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm
you know
weird.
He'll be more comfortable after.
Yeah, I know that when he poops, then he's comfortable. He doesn't have gas and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, it didn't take long.
Yeah, it didn't
really
take long.
An issue. And same thing, his vomit doesn't really smell, but he also doesn't vomit.
He doesn't vomit out, like small, like a little bit, and once in a while. Yeah. So apparently that's the advantage of breastfeeding. The child doesn't vomit and doesn't like the smell of the poop.
One of the advantages of breastfeeding.
One of the advantages. Sure. Ooh. And do you not miss your time with hubby yet?
Oh, there was another question. We were just talking about that. Wasn't there? About how did it change did it change our marriage or something?
Yeah, but there's different. Do we not miss it? Oh, we don't really miss each other much, because I feel like we still spend time together. It's just that we miss the moments we could do as the moments we would. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's still fairly.
We're still
early.
adjusting to parenthood, I think, and we're still concentrating and want to be perfect on that. We're not really rushing into like worried about our relationship, because it's not like strained. That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Ask us again in a couple of months.
Yeah.
It's still early days.
Yeah, true. Is parenting what you expected, and how is it different from what you expected?
Oh, that's interesting.
For me, I would say that I didn't have too much expectations, but it's not what I expected. I think I had expectation of thinking Nolan is gonna be more like Andrew, is gonna be a quiet child and not challenging and all that. But he's very, very challenging. He's got a personality, and he likes doing things his way. I know you think a 6-week-old what like that's not real, but it is real. Like he's very demanding. So yeah, I thought I wasn't gonna do much, but I'm doing a lot as a parent. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, everyone had told me, look, it's going to change your life, but it's totally different for everyone. So I also didn't have like set expectations. The one thing that everyone said is you won't get much sleep.
True.
And that is absolutely true.
Yeah.
So that part was exactly as expected. Everything else, I didn't really have an expectation.
Yeah, but then I personally I'm adjusted to the sleep.
Yeah, and I'm getting there. I still struggle a bit, but not as much as the first week. So it's getting better. No, let me take the questions.
Okay, let's go this one.
Do you have a routine, or are you just winging it?
I think we can have a routine and winging it at the same time. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
It's not too
we're not
much
like stuck in a
routine.
routine, but then we're not like stuck in a routine, but then we know what should happen every night or how things go.
I guess like in the evening we have a routine kind of with the nanny around dinner time that like she'll hold him while we have our dinner and then we swap over. But that's kind of about it. Or when we come upstairs, there's kind of like getting the room set up for him to sleep. Yeah, so there's a little bit of routine, but not much. Like the bathing is not every day at the moment, so that's just kind of every other day. So it's a bit, but not a lot.
He's expecting me to breastfeed him when I hold him like this. I didn't even think about it.
How do you feel about mixed feeding? I have low milk supply and baby is 3 weeks.
I really don't know. Some people say it's not a good thing, but some people have done it. I know a friend of mine who's done it and it's okay, nothing happened. I don't know. I think ask your pediatrician. That's the best way to know if it's okay. But
yeah, I thought in the
have
antenatal classes they said, look, there's various reasons why you might not be able to breastfeed, and in those circumstances, then you use a formula. But
do you bring his pacifier here?
Yeah, somewhere. I did. It's over there.
Can we get it for him to? He's trying to wanna breastfeed.
I can see he's trying to go through your shirt,
Exactly.
through your bra.
Poor. No.
So if you have to do it, then do it, and there's various reasons to do it. I think as you said, you just talk to a doctor, right, to make sure you get the right advice about what to do. How do you handle emotions when they get overwhelming?
I cry. It's nice to cry. It makes you feel better and you can continue with life.
Are we nervous about being parents?
No.
I don't know. Sometimes I get worried. Like sometimes I feel like, oh geez, I should be like reading many more
I always
books.
I Google a lot.
And trying to figure more things out. Other times I'm like, no, we've got this. But I wouldn't say I'm nervous. No, I'm not nervous.
Yeah, I used to be very anxious. Sometimes I'm anxious, but I'm less anxious now. I feel very positive.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't like this one?
I thought we'd already been asked that one. Yeah, same question but different words. How time consuming is being a new mum?
It is very time consuming, especially when you're breastfeeding, because you have to breastfeed him at least every other 2 hours, the longest. But sometimes I breastfeed him even after an hour. So breastfeeding can take up to like 15 to 20 minutes. 15 to 30 minutes. So imagine, you should realize that every day I'm actually spending most, like 80% of my time with him.
It's taking a big impact.
It's hard to even balance to work, to just edit a YouTube video. It takes me longer than usual.
How's your baby's bath routine / outfit change? Does he cry during?
He doesn't cry when he's bathing. He loves bathing.
He likes bathing
now,
At the start he didn't. Like he would cry.
He did cry because of coldness.
First couple,
He just hate being cold, just like mommy.
Because initially we weren't putting him in the bath. We were just kind of wiping him down. with a towel. A wet towel, and that was I think that made him cold. And now we actually put him in the bath. And that he loves it. He loves it now.
He's happy.
So then it's easy changing him. It's more difficult changing, as you say, when it's cold. Like, so at night time, if he's kind of like peed through the nappy or something and we have to change his clothes during the night, then he's not happy at all. But otherwise, he doesn't usually cry because you're changing him. It's usually he's crying because of something else, like he's hungry or something like that. How long after your C-section did you feel pain or discomfort?
I didn't think I felt pain. They gave me pills.
That's because you were on painkillers.
Yeah, pain wake him up.
Oh, whoopsie, sorry.
What happened is that I could have felt like terrible pain maybe, but they gave me strong painkillers that I got when I was in hospital. So for like at least a week, I was on strong painkillers. And even the second week, yeah, for 2 weeks
they
actually.
extended yours. So you were feeling
mine.
pain. And that's why they extended it. And then you had the infection as well.
Yeah.
So it did get painful. That was like, so I think for, what are we on now, 5 weeks? I'd say it's probably only been
5
like
weeks.
the last week and a little bit that you haven't really been saying anything about
Having taken any painkillers,
You haven't been taking painkillers and you haven't said anything to me about it. So it was a good like 4 weeks, I think, that you were having pain. But that's probably longer than usual because of the infection that she had. So I think someone that didn't have an infection probably would be less, less than that. How many hours of sleep have you been able to get in? Yeah, it varies.
Maybe 5 to 6 hours.
Yeah, something like that. We're in bed we try and aim to be in bed for like 8 hours or so, but then you spend a good chunk of that time you feeding him, me changing a nappy. Sometimes he doesn't want to go back to sleep afterwards and you have to like hold him or rock him for 30 minutes or more. So you deduct all of that and end up with maybe 5 or 6 depending on the night. Were you afraid to bath your newborn for the first time because other people's babies get slippery? Yeah, he is quite slippery. You have to be very careful.
Oh, we were holding him together.
Yeah.
Oh, we were helping each other. I've never bathed him by myself.
I always did it the two of us. True. Yeah.
Maybe recently, now that we've got a nice bath and he can sit, but when he's sitting, I'm still balancing him.
That actually did make quite a difference.
Yeah,
we've got this new
bath that we got. It's called is it Snuggle or Snuggle?
Snuggle.
Yeah, it's from Baby Fantasy in Rosebank. It's very
Send
good.
A picture or something.
Yeah, maybe I'll put a picture here.
He finds it comfortable and it's easy for him to sit up and we don't have to hold him.
Maybe I need to breastfeed him, guys. Sorry, I need to breastfeed him.
So, not a parenthood question, but do you think 2020 is a good time, TTC?
To try to conceive. TTC stands for trying to conceive. I can't tell someone what to do. Obviously, we are faced with this pandemic of coronavirus. Some people might feel like it's not the right time until we get over it, and we don't know how, when, how long, and all that. But some people might have faith of saying, let's just do it and we'll be fine. But
everyone's situation is very different.
It's different. I can't say it's not a good time or it's a good time. Unfortunately, I can't.
Yeah.
But if it was you in your shoes,
I wouldn't say like blanket statement that no, it's not a good time. Because if you feel like you're ready in your family or your relationship or whatever, and you really want to, then I would go and do it. How do you know when the baby needs to be fed? He cries.
Yeah, like now.
Yeah, basically he cries and you have to figure out what does he want from that crying. So you can change a nappy, you can feed.
Or he wants to sleep.
Or sleep or play sometimes. Sometimes he just gets a bit bored.
He gets bored, you need to change his
what you're doing.
Thing, yeah.
But also time. You keep an eye on the time.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, 2 hours. So if it's been 2 hours or so, then you know, okay, he's probably hungry. Are you managing to catch naps when he does?
No, not really.
No.
Okay, I have a routine. Like in the morning, I give him to the nanny, maybe around 7:30 or 8 o'clock, depending. And then I sleep for like an hour. It's like the nap that I need for the whole day, which is perfect. Yeah.
How's the breastfeeding going? And are you going to pump milk at some point or just stick to breastfeeding?
the breastfeeding is going great. I love it. I would love to try pumping milk. I've got all the breast pump from Abbott Phillips. Thank you, Abbott Phillips. And I want to do that so that Andrew can able to also feed him. But I know that pumping can be more a lot, which means I'll be like a cow. So in between, after 2 hours, I'll be like pumping. Like I won't have much time. It will depend. If it's exhausting, I'll leave it. If I can manage it, then I can do it. I don't have expectations. I'll see how it's gonna go.
Here in the US, they require several vaccines on babies. Is it required where you are? Yes, it is. The South African government issues you with a book, quite a helpful little booklet that maps out all of the vaccines that the child needs to get at the different ages. So he's already had some when he was in the hospital at birth, and we're going back next week, 6 weeks, yeah, for some more. And then it continues. This little booklet just guides you every few weeks or months. There's some vaccinations that's needed. So yeah, definitely. How's your milk supply and tricks that you use to increase it?
My milk supply is amazing. Sometimes I even feel pain. I don't really have tricks. I don't know if I believe in the tricks, but I had that what is that tea that I drink by? Rooibos tree increased milk, and I've been drinking it. And also apple juice, apparently someone told me about apple juice.
Oh, is that where all our apple juice went? I was wondering why it disappeared.
Oh, okay. No, me and Lenny drank it both. Trust me. That's just not and yeah.
Okay, we're running out of time. Let's last couple of quick ones maybe. This is a quick one. Hi Aldacia, does your husband also wake up in the middle of the night to help with the baby? Yes, he does. Aldacia obviously feeds him, but because Aldacia's stomach was quite sore, so the baby would sleep on my side of the bed. So I would check on him, and then if he was crying or something, then I would pick him up and pass him over to Aldacia, so she didn't have to like lean over as much. So she'd feed him, and then if he needs a nappy change, I'll change the nappy, and then either one of us will put him back into his bed. So yeah, I'm pretty much awake.
We are all awake at the same time, so there's no one who gets more sleep or whatever. It's just that in the morning, obviously, I make him sleep less, maybe around 5 o'clock or 6 when he wakes up. I'll take over until I give the baby at 8 o'clock to the nanny.
Yeah. So
he can get enough sleep, he can be able to work. Yeah.
How important was it for you to just be the three of you without the in-laws staying for too long? That's an interesting question, because we were going to have our in-laws. My parents were going to be here until...
For like a month?
It would have been...
Or more than a month, yeah.
Yeah, roughly a month. He was born on the 19th of March, and they were supposed to leave on the 17th of April. And they'd already been with us for a few weeks before that, like 2-3 weeks before. But because of the coronavirus, they ended up going back like 2 or 3 days after Nolan was born. So we didn't end up having them. But when they were here, it was good. It was, it was really helpful having them around, giving advice, helping with cooking and cleaning and all of that. So, those couple of days was good. What do you think?
Yeah, I really... Can you give me his blanket back? I honestly enjoyed them being around. I would have loved for them to stay with us longer so we can learn a lot. Because it felt like, when they left, even though we had the nanny, but we needed to figure out this parenting by ourselves, and it was a bit tough. And we would have loved them to stay with us longer. And I know some people wouldn't want their in-laws or their moms to be around because they think their moms will control and tell them what to do. But the nice thing about both our parents, my mom or Andrew's parents, they allow us to do things. We have like an understanding, and they would not force their beliefs or tell us how to raise the child. So it's like a teamwork they give us advice, and if we want to do it differently, they understand, they don't get offended, and we do it our way. And we also ask. It's just, yeah, communication, I think. And I like that for both of our parents. Even my mom's like that.
Yeah,
so
true.
It makes it easier. Yeah.
So the last question is, did you guys prepare or plan, e.g. savings, before having your little bundle of joy? So yeah, I think that in countries like Australia and I don't know, maybe other kind of, how do you say, developed or high income type countries, like people are afraid that the child is going to be really, really expensive and end up kind of putting it off quite a long time, and maybe worrying too much about how much it's going to cost. I think, yeah, you need to, you know, be in a kind of a reasonable position. Don't be, you know, in severe debt or under severe strain or anything. Like it's. I mean, that wouldn't make life easier. But at the same time, you know, it's never really going to be a situation where kind of everything is in the right spot.
Yeah, you have enough
Otherwise,
money.
you'll never get there.
Yeah.
So I think at a point you just need to go, let's just give it a go and get started and figure it out as you go. It's, I mean, it's even like, it makes me think about, you know, people's advice on starting a business. If you wait until everything is ready and aligned, then you'll never get started. You need to actually just start doing something, and then you figure it out along the way. So yeah, it's a bit of that. So we were kind of, we'd done some things that we were comfortable enough, but I wouldn't say there's like a magic number that you need to have saved or anything else like that, you know. If you feel like the time is right, then the time is right.
Sure. Yeah, you answered very well. Okay, guys, this was a bit of a difficult answer.
Yeah, a lot of tricky questions. Yeah?
No, I mean like the baby.
Yeah.
No, the questions were good, I think. Thank you guys for watching. The lighting is going. There's wind. Hopefully there's no like bad sound, because there's like wind that looks like a storm coming.
Yeah, we're watching our clothes get blown off the line as we talk to you. That's why we've been distracted.
Now we're waking the baby
waiting
up.
to see if it will blow over the balcony or not.
And you're waking Nolan up now.
Sorry.
When you're laughing and all that.
Sorry.
Okay, thank you guys. Sorry for these long videos, but they were worth it. Thank you for watching. We'll see you another vlog. Bye. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.